Good evening, everyone. Firehouse Cooking's on the air. Look at this. It's new. Delicious. So what I'm going to do, I knew I was going to make chicken. All right, so I figured, why don't we get some pork rinds, and we will stuff a chicken breast and then coat it in pork rinds. How amazing is that? Now, this is not an original idea. A lot of people have done this, but nobody's done it with spicy buffalo because it's new.
You're crazy. I like you, but you're crazy.
Brine time. Ready to do this? Enough water in the bowl to cover the chicken. Okay, mine's 6 cups for 2 breasts. I'm going to use a 1/4 cup of kosher salt. I'm not using iodine salt. I'm not using iodine salt. Pour it in, mix it up, chicken in, cover it, refrigerator. Putting the birds in the old ice box over there, and I ran across this little gem. That's some cream cheese from the jalapeno poppers the other day, and I thought to myself, let's go ahead. Let's put it in the chicken, because why not? So here's the first thing that I was going to use was the baby spinach. Then I was going to go a different route. But I found this, so, you know, let's put it in. So for the filling, we're going to do cheese, spinach. Let's do some shallots, right? A little bit of garlic. Why not? Oh, and here we go. Let's do some crushed red pepper flakes. All right. So let's get all this stuff in a bowl. I'll give you the measurements in just a second, and let's make the filling. Not sure why I had to put it all in a bowl first to get the measurements, but we'll go with it. Let's talk measurements. I did 1 roughly chopped handful of the spinach. It's fresh. You can use frozen, but I chose not to. Let's do 1 shallot. Okay, it's small, golf ball size, a little less. Let's do 1 tablespoon of the red pepper flakes. I'm going to use my garlic and oil, the garlic confit, but if you don't have that, just get 2 small garlic cloves, chop them up, finely diced, will go in there. The final ingredient, now you want to get this out early so that it'll start to soften and make it easier to mix. So we'll use half of this block of cream cheese, and you can go ahead and put that in the bowl so it starts to soften. It says easy open. Oh, all right. So we'll get that open, and we'll get it in the bowl and get everything else chopped up. All right. Mistakes were made, but not today. It was on a different day. Whenever I wrote down how many pepper flakes to use, a tablespoon is way too many. All right, half of that. So I'm going to pay for that later. Also, salt and pepper. I haven't mentioned it yet this meal, but at this point in our relationship, if you're not adding that, then you're not paying attention, and you're probably just watching this from my hot body. What in the hell is wrong with that guy? Of course I put it in salt. I wasn't looking at his body. I salted it before he even told me to. Don't be afraid to taste as you go. So here's what it looks like. That's good. Whenever it's basically a cup of filling. All right. It took quite a bit of beating. Okay. So don't let up, especially the garlic confit users. Make sure you only. Woo. I hate to do this to you this late in the show, but I'm going to add another piece of meat. I'm going to put a piece of bacon around the chicken after we put the filling in it. But in order for us to do that, we're going to start bacon stretching, and that'll make 1 piece of bacon go all the way around the breast. So I've already done a couple. I'll show you how to do it. But here's the finished product, and here's the standard slice of bacon. Okay. So what you do is you just start pulling the bacon, just slowly. Don't tear it. Don't tear it. And eventually, you know, I've been working on a couple of them. This is how long it'll get. So. Get a couple done, and then we'll put the hell did he just say? About to unfollow this clown. So the next logical step after we do the bacon is to set up our dredging station. Okay, so I did 2 eggs, and I got them nicely beat. We're going to take I got about half a bag of pork rinds left. Don't forget to taste as you go. And We're going to beat those down, and then we're going to put them on a plate so that we can, you know, roll it in there. I'm waiting on the chicken because it's going to kind of make my work area dirty. So that's the very last step that I'm going to do. Plus, it's going to be in the brine for that much longer. So preheat the oven to 350. I'm going to put mine on a cast iron to cook. You can put it on whatever you want. So there's been a lot of talk in the chicken community on should you cut them in half and then stuff them? Should you go from the side? I'm going to tell you how I do it. It's super simple. There's a fat line that you can see on top of the chicken breast, all right? Use that as a gauge, okay? So you're going to go in from the fat side, the meaty side, and then you're going to go down, and just don't go past that line, okay? Make a pocket, and then we're going to put stuffing in. Okay, so now we got a nice pocket to put the filling in, and then we'll wrap it in bacon to keep the whole thing in. All right, filling time. We're going to take one chicken breast. We're going to take some of the filling in our hand, and we're just going to stuff it in, just like this. Okay. So if you can, try not to overfill it. A piece of bacon going over the top. Remember, this is to hold the stuffing in, so we're not doing the whole chicken breast. Okay. So I'm probably going to move this one over just a little bit, just like that. Time to dredge. Listen, eggs are over here, you can't see. Breading straight into the pan. No muss, no fuss. All right, so here we go. I got the first one. Remember, I'm doing mine in cast iron just because I'm cool like that.
All right, just follow my lead and act real cool.
Safe temperature, 165 degrees. That's looking good. That's looking like money. All right, there we go. In the pan. Okay, 30 minutes got us to 130 degrees. So I'm going to kick the heat up to 400 and finish it off. While the chicken's finishing up, we're going to do a Caesar-style salad for one. So a little bit of spinach in. We're going to use some cheese. This is, you know, some shredded Parmesan. And then we're going to put in a few croutons. Anybody loves croutons? And some bacon. And then we're going to cover it with some Caesar salad dressing and then just give it a light toss. And all we're doing is waiting on the chicken to finish. Stretchy bacon or regular bacon? I don't even want a salad. This guy's terrible. Okay, so the timer just went off. It's been another 10 minutes at 400 degrees. I'm just going to grab... Okay, so see if we got 165, 140, 150, 160... and 165. Okay, there's the final product. You got all the filling inside the chicken still. I put the remaining pork rinds on top of the salad. Oh man. Let's eat. I want to take that first bite with you guys so I can tell you what it tastes like. Oh yeah. It's really juicy. That stuffing is really spicy though. So but man, oh man, that is good. Piece of bacon. Yeah. Well, it's time for fan mail. You know, you always get fan mail here at Firehouse.cooking. And tonight's mail comes from Julie in New York. And Julie asked, do I prefer to cook at the fire station or do I prefer to cook at home? Well, Julie, each one it has its challenges and each one is fun. So at the fire station, I'm with my work buddies. And we have the constant fear that we're going to get a call while we're doing it. So it makes it a lot of fun. And then when I'm at home, I know where everything is in the kitchen. It's set up the way I like it. The knives are sharp. And I got my son to help me. So that's kind of cool. And, you know, so each side, there is no better one. I love them both. You know, and it's always a two-part question here at Firehouse.cooking. Julie asked if I could change one thing about tonight's meal, what would it be? And I say that the only thing that I screwed up on was the amount of peppers that I put in there because they're rocking my world right now. But anyway, thanks for watching Firehouse.cooking. I guess it's all right.